Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content on my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games, I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
We gotta get to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Turtles. This is interesting because these episodes are kind of like happen back to back to back in terms of the timeline. So it's like it's been once we get to this new episode 3, it's only been like about 48 hours, like a little over 48 hours at this point, because the Turtles are getting back from the Technodrome chat. They save Master Splinter, and they're like, Master Splinter, he's just being put to bed. Like, he's an old man. Splinter doesn't really know how to fight anymore either. Like, I know he's their wise master and shit, but maybe when Yoshi got turned to a rat or something, chat, something happened where he got fucked up. And you tell you a little too much? Because he's constantly getting his ass kicked. He's constantly tired. But they put him to bed. April's like, all right, I'm going to get the hell out of here. You boys do whatever the hell you want to do. That's what because she's like, she's just fucking sick of it. I had to see if I still have a job. I had to see if I still have an apartment. Like, I'm just kind of through with you guys. Goodbye. And so she leaves. And the Turtles like, we still got to take down the Shredder. You know, he's fucking making mutants. He made Rocksteady and Bebop and shit. We can't let that goddamn stand. We got to take him down. And so they're trying to look for his Technodrome, chap. But then Shredder, he's doing his own thing. He's like, my fucking mutants failed. My Foot Clan cyber soldiers failed. What the hell am I gotta do? And we hear in the background chat, get me a fucking body. It's Crane. Why don't you get me a body, Shredder? Okay? So I can kill the Turtles. Kill the Turtles. And he's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. He's like, fuck me. Oh, come on. Come on, buddy. I gave you this giant Death Star, rolling Death Star tank. Okay? That's worked out pretty well. That's kind of impeded the progress of the Turtles. Just give me a robot body to be in. I'm more competent. Like, Crane's far more competent than Shredder at this point, chat. Like, I don't take Shredder as a threat at all. He kind of sucks, in all honesty. I'm on the Crane train, babe. I'm about Crane. And Shredder's like, nah, there must be someone else out there who I could go to help. And chat, we're going to see him. Because now we're introduced to Baxter Stockman, chat. And he has a new project. He got a new prototype he's trying to sell to people all across New York City, chat. They're called Mousers. They're these like little chicken robots that literally go after rats and mice and vermin and eat them alive. It's fucked up because we see this scene. She's showcasing this to like a business owner who is who's an exterminator. I guess it's like he owns various he owns an extermination company. And he's like, this is the one you want, man. And he places one rat in the maze. He places a little mouse in the maze. And the mouse just get fuck walls. I can just fucking gnaw through walls. So again, it's like you clearly destroy a person's property with this robot, whatever. And the rat is just horrified what's happening. And this mouser, chat, it literally just bites on the rat and just eats him. And it's like, Jesus, that looked really aggressive. Even for this, like, demographic. It's like, it's kind of fucked up. And Baxter Stockman's like, yes, what'd you think? And the guy goes, you are insane. No, I will not. I don't want to buy this product, but why not? Well, first of all, you run me out of goddamn business with a product like this because Baxter Stockman says it'll get rid of every rat in the city. But these exterminators don't want to get rid of every rat in the city because then their jobs would be done. And so he kicks him out. He's like, I don't want your invention. He's like, oh. And Baxter Stockman, he's just getting no respect, chat. But someone's watching. The Shredder. Shredder just has control of every single camera in New York City for whatever reason. I guess that's what the Technodrome can do, chat. It can hack into any camera system in New York. And I guess this is still pre-Giuliani New York, chat. So fucking violence is just free reign for everyone. And so the Shredder, he's like, hey, I love it too. Because the Shredder just shows up there after watching him on camera. So there's a little weirdness there. Like, I don't know how he established. He saw him on the camera and he just got there. Technodrome can move fucking fast, chat. And he's like, hey, I heard about your Mousers. You know what? I'm really interested in these things, Baxter Stockman. He's like, oh, I could show you. And so the Shredder takes Baxter Stockman to his new secret lair, which is this abandoned house in the middle of New York City. He doesn't want to show him the Technodrome yet. He doesn't trust Baxter Stockman. And Baxter Stockman's not impressed, but those fucking dollars that the Shredder is waving in front of Baxter Stockman's face, that impresses him. He's like, hey, just give me the specs, give me like the thing, and I'm going to pay you a lot of money. And Baxter Stockman's like, okay, I can do that, but I want you to like make it super advanced, like even better than usual. I want them to be able to defeat turtles. And he's like, why turtles? Don't question me! And he's like, okay. And so he works on this all day and night, Jack. Meanwhile, we cut back to the turtles, and again, there's a lot of, I noticed, Jack, there's a lot of shots in these episodes so far, at least 3, of the turtles just walking through a generic sewer pipe. And they're popping their heads up, and they see New York citizens, and they go back down, or like they trip over something, and they got to help their brothers up. It's like that happens so much in these episodes. I know it's filler, but it's like, okay, guys, let's stop. That's not. And then make the episode shorter at the very least. You know, I'm getting a little tired of this, but eventually we do cut back to Baxter Stockman. He's been working all night. He's like, well, here you go. I made it for you. He's like, great, make more. He's like, listen, I'm tired. I want to go home. And he's like, and the Shredder, I got the Shredder one like, no, fuck you. You're gonna come with me. But the Shredder went, you know what? Go get some sleep. Go ahead and go home. And he's like, great, finally. And so the Shredder, he takes these back to base, chat, and he just starts fucking replicating them. He can just clone them like that. He can clone the Mousers. And he makes about a dozen with the help of Rocksteady and Bebop. And, you know, Rocksteady and Bebop, they bring up a good point. Oh, we made a dozen. Should we make like a few more dozen balls? Because they're kind of small. And Shredder's like, I'm just so excited. No, send them after Master Yoshi, that rat fuck down there. And he's perfect, chat, because they go after rats. So, see? Haha. This is like some cohesion. It makes sense. And he's like, I don't care. Send them out. They'll kill him. And so they send these little Mousers out, chat, to take down Splinter, Master Splinter. And they fucking shoot through the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles home. And Splinter's like, what the fuck? He wakes up, chat, and he just starts fighting these things. But again, Master Splinter, he's kind of a pushover so far, chat. I know he's old. I know he's been weakened, but he kills like maybe 3. He's like, oh, I'm going to be overwhelmed. But then eventually the Ninja Turtles, they come in there, chat. They beat the shit. And they destroy all the Mousers. And they're like, what the hell? Who would send these after our dad, Master Splinter? And they look, Chad, and they're like, oh, Baxter Stockman, TM. Who is that? They got to find out who Baxter Stockman is. And Splinter says, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and ask April O'Neil. She might know. She's a reporter. And so, Chad, they leave to go check on April O'Neil. Meanwhile, we cut to Shredder, and he's very upset. Rocksteady, Bebop, you fucked up. We didn't do anything. That was on you, Shredder. He's like, bah! I will now make hundreds of Mousers to take on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That will kill them, and it'll also kill Splinter and that cute little reporter, too. He's got the hots for April, chat. And so then him and Rocksteady and Bebop, they begin mass-producing more Mousers. So eventually, the Teenage Mutant Turtles, they get to April's apartment. She's just exhausted. She's like, I've been in a sewer system for 48 fucking hours, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, listen, I talk a lot of shit about Tyler Perry. I talk a lot of shit about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I saw that movie. He was the best thing about that film, chat. I'm tell you what, I thought he was so goofy, and I thought it worked for that movie. I know people are going to hate that, but I thought he was actually well cast in that role. Because Baxter Stockman's a goofy character. I'm sorry. So where are we? Oh, yeah. So she has just cleaned 48 hours worth of sewer grime, human piss, and shit off of herself. And she probably needs a stiff drink at this moment, chat. She probably needs to sleep for an entire day. But she hears someone's knocking. Who the fuck is knocking at my door? It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, chat. Also Splinter. She goes, guys, what are you doing here? It's like, we need your help, April. And this is the first time I'm like, you know what? The Turtles, they're kind of assholes. Because April's just like, okay, I'll help you. Just please don't touch anything. I'll look this guy up. And he's like, who's Baxter Stockman? I'll go look him up on my work files. And she does that, Chip. And, Splinter's like, can I lay down? And she says, yes. You know what? This is how nice April O'Neil is. She says, you know what? Go ahead and sleep in my bed, Master Splinter. It's totally fine. He's like, thank you. And he sleeps in the bed, Chip. I'll give Splinter that. He's a pushover, but at least he does what he's told. But the Turtles, they could give a shit less about April O'Neil, her other tenants, her neighbors, chat, and also her things. Because as she's looking this shit up, they are pulling every shenanigan they can. They're fucking up her bathroom. They're fucking up her kitchen. They're destroying her artwork. Just like throwing their own food and feces ass. Like, what are you doing? Like, I hated this. This established, you know what? These guys are assholes. They showed her a lot of disrespect. So even after she got all the shit, and she's like, what are you guys doing? And like, we're just turtles. We don't know what we're doing. And she's like, fuck, well, there's your guy. Here's Baxter Stockman. And he's like, well, this is the guy. Here's his address. We got to catch this guy, April. And then she's like, yes, go. Then fucking go. Just get the hell out of here. And so they go, and she spends all of her time just repairing her apartment, chat. I feel so bad for her here. It's terrible what they do. But they track down Baxter Stockman, and they're like, all right, we're not being goofy anymore. We're going to fuck this guy up. Because they corner him, chat. They tie him up, and then they start interrogating him. Baxter Stockman's like, I'm not telling you nothing, okay? Like, I drive a goddamn Winnebago. You know, I live in a shit apartment. You know, I finally got some money. I can finally move out of this place and, like, do something with my life. I will never betray the trust of the Shredder. And Raphael basically puts his side at his throat and says, you're going to tell us what you want to know, motherfucker, or I'm going to be sarcastic. But what he means by sarcastic, chat, is that I'm going to kill you if you don't talk. And Baxter Stockman, he tells him everything. Shredder's at this address. They're mass producing the Mausers and everything, and they're coming after everybody. And he's like, oh no, what are we going to do? That means he's coming after Master Splinter. And so they have to go back to April's apartment, chat, because they know something's afoot. And so then we cut to April, and she's just like, all right, the apartment's finally clean. This artwork I bought is ruined. That sucks. The bathroom's okay, but my fucking frozen pizzas are all gone. But whatever, at least the apartment's clean. But then all the Mausers are coming, and they burst through her walls, dozens upon dozens upon dozens of them. And she's like, ah! She starts screaming. Master Splinter's like, what the fuck? What's wrong? And then they start fighting, chat. But again, April and Neil Splinter, they just can't fight dozens upon dozens of Mausers. They need help. But then the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they bust in, and they start busting up all those Mausers too. And this is the fucked up part of the episode, chat. This kind of freaked me out. I'm never reviewing. Maybe someday. Duma, maybe I will review 10-inch Mutant Ninja Turtles. Maybe I'll make that a stretch goal. Maybe I'll do that. I will consider it. But then we get to a very fucked up part of the episode here. Because they hear that more Mausers are attacking the building at its foundation and breaking through more walls. And the Turtles are like, we gotta get going. So they grab Splinter, and they grab April, and they're hanging off of these ropes from this other construction site. And her entire apartment complex falls down. Like, it just crumbles, chat. And it's like, did all those people die in there? I imagine there are other people living in there, and they're all dead now. It's like, that is really fucked up. And I was like, wow, okay, Shredder's not fucking around. Like, I mean, he's kind of accounting, but Jesus, he killed a lot of people there. I was like, they don't even mention it yet, but it's implied that a lot of people are dead. I'm like, okay. Well, that was really fucked up. We gotta take down these Mausers. Gotta kill all those people. And so they jump into Baxter Stockman's Winnebago, chat, where the fuck the car is. I don't know. It's a big old bus, which they'll eventually become the Turtlemobile, I guess, later on in the series. And they drive to the address. And Leonardo, he does some sign speak where he's like, okay, guys, well, I uncovered this remote control from Baxter Stockman, and if I can control the Mausers, but what we need to do is we need to disable the original signal that's inside the house. And Michelangelo's like, I'll fucking go and get it. And so he goes in there, chat, and Michelangelo, he gets fucking knocked out, gets severely concussed by the Shredder, by the Foot Clan. And he's like, oh no, I gotta help my peeps. And then outside, chat, the Mausers, they have surrounded the Winnebago with April, Splinter, the three other turtles, and like, oh God, Michelangelo, save us! And Michelangelo, he can't. He's all tied up. There's like nothing he can do, chat, until he hears a little burp and a pop, and it's fucking Crane. He's like, I will help you, Michelangelo, and he just helps him. And Michelangelo's like, thanks, you weird, disgusting brain monster. He's like, don't mention it. Go save your friends. Go destroy Shredder's little thingamabob. And it's like, wow, that's kind of cool because Crane held things like, give me a fucking body, motherfucker. And he told him, Crane told Shredder in this episode, he's like, listen, I won't help you anymore if you don't give me a body. Right? I give you a fucking technodrome, okay? This is like the greatest invention your society has ever seen, you disgusting mud people. Give me a body. He didn't do it. He's like, all right, fuck, I'm going to undermine you now, which I think is kind of cool. Establishing that these guys are backstabbing each other, chat. So I really like Crane. That's why I support Crane, chat. He's my guy. He's the MVP. Julian, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? And so, fucking Michelangelo, he gets out. Him, Shredder is there. They get into a battle. The Shredder's just fucking using a laser gun. Michelangelo, he hops around the room until the Shredder accidentally blows up the thingamabob, and then the Mausers are no under his control. Excuse me. no longer under his control anymore. He's like, no, turtles! And then Donatello, he sends the Mousers after Shredder, and they take down the house, Chad, with Michelangelo in it. They forgot to, think about that. House collapses to a foundation. Shredder, of course, escapes, because, of course, he does along with Crane. And they're like, well, Michelangelo, we saw he brought the house down, bro. He's like, don't worry, man. I always bring the house down. Michelangelo, you're okay. And they all celebrate, and they go into the fucking, the Winnebago chat. They're driving. Michelangelo's like, I saw some weird shit, guys. I saw a fucking brain, man. Brain helped me out, man. It untied my bonds, man. And like, Michelangelo, I think you've finally eaten one too many pizzas. And they all laugh. Michelangelo's just staring in the middle distance chat. He's like, I saw a fucking brain who was talking to me and fucked me up. So he has PTSD now, chap. And that is TMNT 1987, Episode 3, A Thing About Rats, or Mousers in this case, chat. It was a fun episode. The thing is just, I'm really struggling to like the Turtles themselves as characters, because I don't like that they're constantly shitting on April the entire time and treating her with such disrespect. I'm like, I don't like that. It's a little grating to me. Love Crane, though. He's a blast. Crane's really fun. So more of him, please.